Hi everyone, I hope you're okay. We have a lovely story to read now. It is called The Great Chase and the author is called Geraldine McCochrane and it's illustrated by Emma Chichester Clark. Now it's a lovely big book, so hopefully you'll also be able to see the amazing pictures as well as the words. The Great Chase. Long ago, when the ticking of time had barely begun, the world was wild and dangerous. One small frog strayed far from the safety of his pool. Like the drip, drip, dripping of water drops, the little frog's heart beat in his chest as he felt the ground softly tremble. Something was coming. Perhaps I should crouch still and pretend to be a stone, thought the little frog. But all at once, a huge lizard burst out of the scrub, heading straight for him. In zigzagging leaps, the frog fled for his pool, the scuttling lizard getting closer every moment. Ahead of him, the lizard saw the frog, but he was not thinking of food. Inside his scaly chest, his heart was leaping. He had heard behind him the thud of running feet, and looking round he saw the two-legged hunter running, stick in hand. I could crouch still and pretend to be a rock, thought the lizard, but humans are too clever to fool. She would kill me and roast me over the campfire. So he scuttled on, and behind him, the human got closer and closer with every stride. The little girl saw the lizard ahead of her, but she was not thinking of food. Inside her narrow chest, her heart was rapping like a fist. For behind her, she had seen a single huge horn slash down the long grass and had heard hooves gouging holes in the ground. With a bellow of rage, the woolly rhinoceros thundered after her. She ran her fastest, but with every step, the rhino got closer. Ahead of him, the woolly rhinoceros saw the little girl. But he was not thinking of trampling her. Inside his leathery chest, his heart banged like a drum. He had seen a flash of golden fur among the trees. A tiger was after him, gaining with every bound. Ahead of him, the saber-toothed tiger saw the rhinoceros, but he was not thinking of food. Inside his velvet chest, his heart pounded like a hammer, for his golden nostrils had smelled the unmistakable smell, and his swivelling ears had heard crackling in the trees. Behind him came the biggest and fastest enemy of all. Fire! It gained and it gained on the tiger, the rhinoceros and the little girl, on the lizard and the frog. It devoured trees and bushes, washing away the grass in a flood of flame. The whole space between the earth and sky was filled with smoke. All at once, the creatures were not running away from each other, they were all fleeing the fire. The frog reached his pool and dived in. The lizard too. The little girl threw herself in with a splash, and the rhinoceros, who could not stop, hurtled straight up to his neck. Finally, swimming head up, ears a-flicker, the tiger paddled to the heart of the pool. Over their heads, the fire raged. Great flapping flags of flame shook in their faces, scorching the eyebrows of the little girl and the wool of the rhinoceros. Then it was gone into the distance, destroying everything in its path, driving whole herds ahead of it. The land lay blackened and smoking. The creatures in the pool eyed one another. None of them moved. Ripples died away. The tiger growled. Suddenly, through the smoke came a howling and hooting and a drumbeat like a thumping heart. A dozen men raced up. "Washuma, you are alive! We thought the fire must have killed you. How clever to hide in the water." They pulled the little girl out and shook their spears at the animals trapped in the pool. The beasts turned this way and that, but found every escape blocked by a warrior with a spear. "See, Washuma, thanks to the fire, there will be roast lizard to eat, 10 new shields of rhino hide, and a rug of golden fur for you to sleep under." "No!" gasped Washima. "These animals took shelter from the fire too. Listen, can't you hear their hearts beating with fear, just like mine?" "Washuma, we are hunters," her father protested. But tears ran down Washuma's sooty face. "Please, don't kill them. Let them go this time. The fire made them like brothers to me. Please don't kill my brothers." So the lizard, the rhinoceros, and the saber-toothed tiger were allowed to bolt away across the scorched plain, and Washuma went home to a great feast. And as for the frog, it sat very still on the smoking brink of the pond and pretended to be a stone.